Hey Leo, Mariah here. It's such a pleasure, honor, and a privilege to be reading for you today. Hopefully you are good, you are great, you are enjoying your birthday season. So let's hop into it. Let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a general love reading for my Leo. So if you have somebody in mind dealing with somebody, you're out of contact with somebody, we're just going to see what comes out. And whatever comes out, we are going to go with it, right? I'm going to take what actually just came out that flipped upright. And it was passion. I'm going to show you what's on the bottom of the deck too. It's twin flame. All right, can I say something to you personally though, Leo, before I even hop into what this energy is all about? Because as soon as I saw passion, even though yes, we'll get into how this plays out with another person, but what this really feels like for you, Leo, you're trying to, if not, you've already found vigor in an aspect or in aspects of your life. Despite love, which love is, don't get me wrong, that is an important facet of life, right? We all want somebody to love, and we want our love connections and relationships to work. But the most important love is with ourselves, right? I know it's cliche, but it is. But the reason why I'm highlighting this, Leo, because love or not, you're in a space, or at least you're trying to move into a space where you feel passionate about life again. Mind you, you're a fire sign, you're a fire energy. And it's like there's things that you just want to feel alive with. Whether you have a love, this love, or no love, you just want to feel alive when it comes to life. You just want to feel the fire when it comes to life. You just want to feel purposeful and feel like you're in your purpose, and you just want to feel really strengthened when it comes to all areas or maybe a specific area of life. So I just have to highlight that because it's talking about you personally. Put the love to the side for a second. It's really talking about you personally. But with that twin flame, now getting back into the reading, with that twin flame on the bottom of the deck, some of you may have been dealing with the twin flame, are in a twin flame connection. And I know everybody does not subscribe to the twin flame dynamic. So if you don't, that is totally okay. But you know what I'm talking about, where there's a very intense connection. You feel this person, you can pick them up telepathically, energetically. You still feel that telepathic cord or cable to this person, whether you're in contact with this person or not. And there's still fire burning between you two, or at least that you can still feel it. You still feel this person's energy around you. So I want to know, let's look further. We got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Tell me more from my Leos. Queen of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Cups. All right. All right, Leo. I got to give, I always give it to you straight. And right underneath that, and I'll show you what's underneath the Nine of Cups, is the King of Swords. No wonder why I had to highlight your energy, because I'm looking at the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords in reverse, and Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You do still feel whoever you deem as your twin flame, or again, if you don't subscribe to that concept, somebody that you really do have a strong energetic telepathic connection to, that you can still feel this person. Even if you don't want to, you can still feel this person. Now, Queen of Cups being in the reverse, it's like your emotional equilibrium maybe a bit off, right? Because it's like you want to find passion in your own day-to-day life, or just in life in general, finding things that really will fulfill you, whether you're in contact with your twin flame or not. But because I'm not going to deny, it does feel like you and your twin are out of contact with this King of Swords in the reverse underneath that Nine of Cups. It's like the fact that you two are out of contact, but you can still feel this person energetically. For some odd reason, this person still has the ability, even though they're not in your presence, to have some form of effect on your emotional stability, right? So it's like, say if you're going about your day-to-day routine in your day-to-day life, and this person just pops up in your head for no reason, right? Or you're trying to embark on some new project, goal, ambition, or you're wanting to really just take care of yourself, and then thoughts of this person come up. Or you're trying to go to sleep, you did your nightly prep, you had a good meal, you took a hot bath, etc. You're trying to get in a good vibe and element, and then you have a dream about this person. It kind of messes things up, right? It throws off your emotional equilibrium in the morning because you dreamt about this person. It's like you're trying to regain, trying to take back control, if you will, of you. And you cannot help, though, that you still feel tethered to this person in some way, despite the fact that both of you are not talking. King and Queen of Swords are in the reverse, It's like you really are trying to regain what makes me happy, what's really going to fulfill me. Even though this person's not my life, I know I still have to move forward with my life. Even though there may be a lack of closure, or I feel like that chapter is not really closed, or I still feel tethered to this person in a way, whether I want to or not, I still have to move forward with my day-to-day life. And how do I do that? And you try, but you can't help that this person still tends to like pop back up energetically in your sphere. Why is that? Why is this happening for my Leos? High Priestess in the reverse. Oh, man. 4 Wands. For some, that's the Twin Flame card. We got the World in the reverse and the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Got you. Got you. I talked about this in a different, like in a spiritual message reading, about wounds. When I talked about wounds, and I was talking about being able to coexist with your wounds, right? And not try to live separately from them, because those wounds are always going to be a part of you, especially depending on how severe those wounds are. If I'm looking at the High Priestess in the reverse, the 4 Wands, the World in the reverse, and the 8 of Swords in the reverse, you know intuitively, Leo, nobody has to tell you, not even me in this reading or nobody else, you will know intuitively that this person that you've been dealing with, or that keeps popping back up in your energy, you know that they are your twin flame, or if at the baseline minimum, if you don't subscribe to the twin flame concept, that this person has some importance in your life, whether you two can fulfill that importance, or if what needed to be fulfilled was only for a short time frame, but you can't really shake this energy now after. You know intuitively that this person was meant to be in your life for a specific cause. Now, the High Priestess being in the reverse is like you're denying your intuition with the 8 of Swords. It's like you're trying to either tell yourself, convince yourself, or get out of your own mind or head like, no, you know, it didn't work out. If this was my person, it would have worked out. If this person really loved me, they would have treated me a certain way. If this person really wanted me and valued me, then they wouldn't have treated me like X, Y, and Z. Give you all of that. All of that can be true. Everything can be true at the same time, right? But the issue here, why this person keeps coming up, and I go back to that analogy that I gave about the wounds, right, is that you're fighting against what is and trying to make something what is not is. Let me kind of break that down a little bit. It's like, you know, this person is your twin flame, or you know that there was some form of purpose that this person served in your life, whether it was for a season or just for a brief moment in time. But because things did not work out, because you two are not in contact, and because you're trying to move forward with your life, you really want to get out of your head space about this person. You don't want to think about them. You just want to move on with your life, keep doing what you're doing. But you can't help that this person tend to still pop up in your head from time to time, and that's because you're trying to fight what is. This person has some form of significance and purpose in your life, and being able to fully accept that instead of trying to isolate it and say, you know what? Yeah, this person came into my life maybe for X, Y, and Z reason, but because we're not together, I don't want to think about them. I don't want to deal with them. And the more you try to fight off these thoughts, and the more you try to fight off what is, the more that what is between you two, this twin flame dynamic or this spiritual lesson you needed to learn, the more that this person's energy is going to keep popping up in your psyche. It's being able to coexist with the fact that, okay, this is my twin flame, but it didn't work. And still being able to embrace the energy, embrace the love that you may have experienced for a short time frame, or what this person may have made you feel, instead of trying to fight against it, which is only going to this person's going to continue to impede your thoughts the more you try to fight against what is, what spirit put in your path for a specific reason. And this is why this world is in the reverse. Tell me about this person, Leo. I was going to say Leo. Tell me about this person, spirit. Tell me about this person, spirit. It's embracing your truth, and it may be painful. I'm not looking at any painful cards, but it may be painful, or it may mess with your emotional psyche by not wanting to really face the reality of it, not facing the reality of the ending. That's something that you've came to face. You understand that. It's like you've gotten over the ending, or you understand the ending, or you may understand why things had to end, or even if not, you're coming to acceptance of, okay, it ended, it just didn't work. But you're not really over this connection in its entirety, because we're trying to coexist separately from what this person meant to us and for our path. You're trying to coexist separately from it. And that's not the point of this connection that you have. It's being able to embrace, not necessarily saying the person itself but the energies you've experienced, those energies that made you feel awakened, made you feel alive, made you feel in tune with a higher element of yourself that you may have never expected or never experienced. Those are the energies you're meant to keep on and hold on to and embrace. But when you push the person away, it also feels like you're pushing those experiences away too, of this awakening and of this journey. That's not what's meant to be, right? Going back to coexisting. Tell me about this person, Spirit, that Leo. Ace of Cups. Okay. Tell me more about this person, Spirit, for Leo. So we got the Ace of Cups in their energy, the Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. I want to see where this Ace of Cups is going really quick. Where's this Ace of Cups going, Spirit? Because I'm looking at 2 tens, both in the reverse, talking about endings. And we got the King of Cups and Queen of Wands. Holy shit. I don't care if you're a man or woman. You're the Queen of Wands. You're coming up as Queen of Wands. And this is a King of Cups. Doesn't care. It don't matter if you date men or women. You take it as a fit. But on the bottom underneath that, it's a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. For a lot of you, somebody else is in the way. And I'm looking at this Queen of Pentacles being in reverse. Whoever this was, this could have been somebody a person was married to, in a relationship with, connected to, maybe somebody, because even with that Queen of Pentacles, she gets prioritized first. For me as a reader, she always gets prioritized first out of all the queens, because she's the level under the Empress. So this could have been another woman, whether this person was together with this woman or not. They prioritize this other woman or this other man over you, or another circumstance over you. This, especially in that side message, especially if you've been feeling this person's energy very intensely lately. Again, I go back, rewind the video to what I said a little bit ago about you trying to coexist. I mean, you're trying to live separately from the energies. You got to coexist with it, right? But if you've been feeling this person's energy very heavy, they definitely have been feeling you. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords in reverse. This is a strong revival energy. Now, I will tell you, the one thing about this, even though the Ten of Wands is in the reverse, Ten of Swords is in the reverse, Eight of Cups is in the reverse, none of these cards are movement cards. So I'm not telling you your person's coming back to you. We're actually going to go into the extended and see how this plays out. What I am going to tell you, though, with the Ten of Wands in the reverse and Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords here, all of these being here, your person knows that they were very deceptive, manipulative, and created forms of pain for you, some form of suffering for you, for some form of grief for you. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, this is feeling almost guided intuitively on their end, whether they know it's their intuition. Maybe they may think it's a gut feeling. Maybe they may think it's the right thing to do, depending on your person. But this person feels like it's best to revive or go back and review what has happened. Now, mind you, we do have Jupiter retrograde going on, if you know anything about astrology. So if you got Jupiter in your 7th house right now, this makes a lot of sense. While I'm looking at somebody wanting to return to the past, especially with the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Cups. This is being able to rejoin and come back together and being able to, it's not talking about reestablishment, because we're missing some important cards here, but it is talking about being able to emotionally congregate with you again, emotionally being able to have expression and being able to open up or talk to you, being able to start a new emotional beginning. Now, don't get me wrong, Two of Pentacles is here, upright, and then we got the Seven of Swords. Something feels off about this person's energy, though. My spidey senses is tingling, because if anything, if this person is wanting to come back around, which I'm seeing strongly in their energy, I shouldn't be looking at the Seven of Swords and Two of Pentacles. I shouldn't be looking at that. And I shouldn't be looking at this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. Because this lets me know, even though she's in the reverse, whether this is a man or a woman for your person, this woman or man is still somewhere in the thick of your person's energy, because it's coming up as an underlying energy. Even if this is somebody that they're no longer dealing with or talking to, this is somebody that's still energetically in your person's aura. And I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. decisions, choices, but it's something your person's going to be going about this sneakily, whether this is coming back to you in a kind of sneaky, conniving way to get back into your life, or if this person has a decision, which direction to really go, go back to Leo, maybe my other situation, maybe they got another life circumstance going on. So we're going to get to the extended and see this, Leo. But this person definitely is wanting to reconnect. So if you've been feeling their energy heavily, makes a lot of sense. So Leo, this is where I'm going to leave this. If this has been helpful, useful, or anything of that nature, definitely join me in Extended. The link is in the description box below. If this is where I leave you, know that I love you. I appreciate you. Happy birthday to you. You mean the most to me. Be safe, be good, treat yourself kindly, and give yourself grace. Bye.